He's not as efficient, and he's going to get tired easier.
Pac-Man comeback? What's going on? Manny Pacquiao is coming back for another fight against Mario Barrios for the WBC Welterweight Championship, I believe. Is that something, or is it just?
I don't know.
Tabloids?
I don't know. I keep laughing about that fight.
Just take into account the last time he stepped foot in that ring against Ugas. You know, he didn't look good. He was outmatched by, a fighter.
When the surprising news broke that boxing icon Manny Pacquiao will be returning to the ring at the age of 46 to take on Mario Barrios, Joe Rogan didn't hold back. The UFC analyst and podcast presenter Joe Rogan had grave concerns about Pacquiao's comeback on a recent edition of the Joe Rogan Experience, describing it as a bold move that may go wrong. Although Rogan recognized Pacquiao's legendary reputation, he questioned if the elderly superstar could continue to compete at a high level without endangering his health.
Would you want to see Boots versus Barrios? Of course. I like to see Boots just in there, period. But that lets you know how much you need people like Barrios. Because people who got something to lose, or not even something to lose, people who are superstars in their head, don't fight everybody. That's why I say Sean Porter kept the welterweight division alive. He fought them all. Barrios is doing the same thing. You need Barrios. You need people like Barrios. Because Barrios will take the fight with Boots.
The upcoming bout between Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios is shaping up to be a classic clash of experience versus youth. Pacquiao, a boxing legend, brings decades of experience and tactical mastery into the ring, while Barrios counters with height, reach, and youthful vigor. At 45, Pacquiao faces new challenges against a taller, fresher opponent, a scenario he's managed in the past, though age may now play a bigger role. His return to boxing has been unconventional. After retiring to focus on his political career in the Philippines, Pacquiao stepped back into the ring in 2024 for an exhibition match against Japanese kickboxer Rukia Ao. While his performance was underwhelming, Pacquiao remains undeterred. He points to his 2019 victory over then unbeaten Keith Thurman as proof of his enduring skills and highlights his lack of recent ring wear as a key advantage. "I made history at 40 beating Thurman," Pacquiao said. "At 45, I still feel strong. I haven't taken much punishment, and I believe I have a lot left to give."
Pacquiao could possibly face Mario Barrios.
Yeah.
Manny Pacquiao is 45 years old. What you think of that fight?
Sound like Pacquiao trying to hit a lick. You know what I mean? But Pacquiao not Pacquiao no more. It's tough to go against him in this situation, because if it was some years ago, Pacquiao would beat Barrios. But right now, Barrios, with his momentum, might beat Pacquiao up. I mean, not knock him out, but beat him on the cards, beat him behind that jab.
Similar to like Ugas, the Ugas fight?
Yeah, like that. It's a good fight, but it's more of a good fight for Barrios. Pacquiao don't need it, but Pacquiao want to come back, and he want to come back with a bang, so why not? If he could make it happen, make it happen.
Joe Rogan has frequently praised Manny Pacquiao on his podcast, calling him one of the greatest fighters in boxing history. Rogan admires Pacquiao's explosive speed, tireless work ethic, and remarkable humility. Despite his global fame and countless achievements, Pacquiao's journey from extreme poverty in the Philippines to becoming boxing's only 8-division world champion continues to inspire. Rogan often highlights Pacquiao's ability to remain competitive against younger opponents, even late in his career, crediting his discipline and unbreakable fighting spirit. George Kambosos Jr., a proud Greek-Australian and fellow lightweight warrior, has also expressed deep admiration for Pacquiao. He trained alongside him during various camps and often credits Pacquiao for shaping his own mental toughness and dedication. Kambosos has called Pacquiao a living legend and the ultimate warrior, frequently pointing to his relentless style and unmatched heart in the ring. Rogan has discussed the long-anticipated Pacquiao versus Mayweather fight on multiple occasions, expressing disappointment in the bout's outcome. Like many fans, he felt the fight came too late, with both fighters past their prime. He noted that Pacquiao entered the ring with a shoulder injury, which significantly limited his performance, while Rogan praised Mayweather's defensive mastery and ability to neutralize Pacquiao's offense. He acknowledged that the fight didn't live up to the hype and lacked the fireworks fans had hoped for. According to Rogan, the match was more of a tactical chess game than a fierce battle, which left many viewers underwhelmed. He sympathized with fans who were expecting a war between two legends, but instead witnessed a careful and calculated display. Rogan believes that if the fight had happened earlier in their careers, it could have been far more explosive and memorable. In the end, while historic, the fight felt more like a business move than a true boxing spectacle.
And so who are they talking about Pacquiao matching up with next?
He chasing the Mayweather.
Of course.
So
why not?
Right.
Floyd, come on. I know you love money. He was saying that he thinks Floyd's out of money already because he says Floyd spends so much money, he's probably already out of it.
Well, he spend money too. I think
Sure.
Pacquiao spend more money than Floyd on
Really?
everybody else.
Oh, that's right, because he's got like 50 people that he just like has supported. Yeah, I mean he's an interesting guy, man, because he's so friendly.
Right.
You know, like Pat. Even like when people are trash talking, he's like smiling, and then he gets in that ring.
Kick your later.
Different dude.
Right.
Once he steps through that roast, like this is a whole different set of rules he's flying with.
Like Keith Thurman talking about you gonna crucify him and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and he just
Ooh,
like,
don't say that. Yeah.
And got crucified.
Yeah, but he's super
I wish you the
religious,
best.
too.
Good luck in the fight.
Good luck in the fight. He's a killer pool player. Did you know that about Pacquiao?
No, I didn't.
Like world class. Like he could play pool.
The Joe Rogan Experience. Terence Crawford opened up about his long-standing admiration for Manny Pacquiao and the deep frustration he felt over a fight that never came to pass. Crawford revealed that he had been actively pursuing a bout with Pacquiao for nearly 5 years, viewing it as a crucial opportunity to cement his legacy. He expressed disappointment that the match was derailed, attributing its collapse to promotional decisions aimed at protecting Pacquiao's career. Joe Rogan echoed Crawford's sentiments, acknowledging the legendary status of Pacquiao, while criticizing the politics of boxing that often prevent high-profile fights. Rogan praised Pacquiao's electrifying style and inspirational rise from poverty to become an 8-division world champion. He remarked that a Crawford-Pacquiao showdown would have been a captivating clash of youth and skill versus experience and grit. Despite the missed opportunity, both men showed deep respect for Pacquiao's legacy. Crawford acknowledged the Filipino icon's unprecedented achievement of winning titles in 8 weight divisions, but suggested, without dismissing his greatness, that Pacquiao didn't accomplish it entirely on his own, a personal perspective, rather than harsh critique. Their conversation highlighted the complicated nature of boxing promotions and the difficulty fighters face in securing legacy-defining bouts. Ultimately, it underscored their admiration for Pacquiao's enduring impact on the sport.
Guy, man, because he's so friendly.
Right.
You know, like even like when people are trash talking, he's like smiling, and then he gets in that ring.
Kick your later.
Different dude.
Right.
Once he steps through that roast, like this is a whole different set of rules he's flying with.
like Keith Thurman talking about you gonna crucify him and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and he just
Ooh,
like,
don't say that. Yeah.
And got crucified.
Yeah, but he's
I
super
wish you the
religious,
best.
too.
Good luck in the fight.
Good luck in the fight.
I already said he's got these T-Rex arms. Everybody's talking about how fast he is. Manny Pacquiao, T-Rex arm. Pop, pop, pop.
Pacquiao. Oh, down goes Thurman! And let me tell you, that was just a quick punch. Pacquiao again, the aggressor. See? Now the response by Manny Pacquiao.
Manny!
Mario Barrios, known as El Azteca, is a 29-year-old American boxer from San Antonio, Texas. Standing 6 feet tall with a 71-inch reach, Barrios holds a physical edge in the welterweight division. Since turning professional in 2013, he has made a name for himself with an aggressive fighting style and notable knockout power. Barrios first captured widespread attention in 2019 when he claimed the WBA regular super lightweight title by defeating Juan Jose Velasco via a second-round knockout. However, his biggest achievements have come since moving up to the welterweight division. In September 2023, Barrios faced off against seasoned Cuban veteran Yordenis Ugas for the WBC interim welterweight title. Barrios showcased excellent control of range and an effective jab, dominating the bout and winning by unanimous decision with scores of 118, 107, 118, 107, and 117, 108. His performance was a statement to the division, confirming his place among the top contenders. Barrios was soon elevated to full WBC welterweight champion after Terence Crawford vacated the title. His first title defense came in November 2024 against Abel Ramos. The fight was a dramatic and action-packed battle that ended in a split draw. Barrios knocked Ramos down in the second round, but Ramos responded with a knockdown of his own in the sixth. One judge scored the bout for Barrios, another for Ramos, and the third had it even. Despite the draw, Barrios retained his title and demonstrated resilience and adaptability under pressure. The announcement of a potential fight between Barrios and legendary Filipino boxer Manny Pacquiao has stirred conversation across the boxing world. Promoter Eddie Hearn would likely express intrigue at Pacquiao's decision to step back into the ring at age 46 after a long layoff. Hearn might acknowledge Pacquiao's legendary status, highlighting his speed, experience, and enduring fan appeal. However, he would also emphasize the risks involved in taking on a younger, active champion like Barrios, especially one coming off a dominant win over Ugas. Hearn would likely frame the matchup as a compelling generational clash. The aging icon, trying to defy time against a hungry champion looking for a career-defining victory. While the bout would certainly attract pay-per-view interest, especially among Filipino and Latino audiences, Hearn might caution that it could also mark the end of Pacquiao's iconic career. Ultimately, he would call for both respect for Pacquiao's courage and recognition of Barrios' rising threat.
Facing Mario Barrios, what do you think of that fight?
Yeah, I think that, it's a very contentious subject. Like, people moaning about Manny Pacquiao. I think Manny Pacquiao is still good enough to beat most fighters in the top 20 at 147 pounds. He's clearly not the fighter that he once was. You're not going to be at that age. My problem is that he's been inactive for quite a long time. Like, we were talking about fighting him with Conor Benn maybe 6 months ago or a year, and every month or 3 months or 6 months that passes, you do become a lot older. So, I guess there's two questions. One is, should he be fighting again? And at the end of the day, if he's good enough to beat everybody outside of the top 20 in the world, then why not? But should he be fighting for the world title? I guess that's another question. In the commercial world of boxing, the answer is yeah, probably. In the ratings world and activity world, the answer is probably.
Pacquiao's bout against Mario Barrios is more than just a comeback. It's a calculated move that could set up a blockbuster showdown with Gervonta "Tank" Davis. Pacquiao has openly voiced interest in fighting Davis, declaring his readiness to compete at 145 or 147 pounds. "I can fight anybody, even Gervonta Davis. I'm not scared of anybody," Pacquiao stated confidently. A win over Barrios would not only earn him the WBC welterweight title, but also strengthen his case for a fight with Davis. Barrios previously fought Davis in 2021, suffering an 11th round TKO after being knocked down 3 times. This shared opponent adds a compelling angle to the potential Pacquiao-Davis matchup. While Pacquiao's legendary status and vast experience are undeniable, Davis's youth, speed, and knockout power make him a formidable opponent. If the fight comes to fruition, it would present a thrilling clash of generations, a boxing icon seeking one more defining victory against one of today's most dangerous rising stars.
Your interpretation is that the boxing public is upset because they believe Pacquiao's going to beat Barrios, which is going to lead to a Tank Pacquiao fight?
Yes, look around. Look in the Discord. That's what everybody Pac and Tank that's being set up.
Oh,
Tank
so,
and Pac.
okay, so they saying Barrios is the setup for Tank and Pac. I didn't see that, but your argument makes sense. If he beats Barrios, there's nothing wrong with him fighting Tank. But the issue is he don't deserve the Barrios fight off of 3 years off and a loss to Ugas.
And that's Crimea River, man. That's what boxing is. But longer deserve a Canelo.